recorded? Oh,
I'll do it from about here. So like where we're talking right now is
okay.
where I'll do it. So like three, two, one.
Welcome to the EC cast. You know what to say, Ethan. You know the drill.
Usually it's you saying it first, so I don't know why. We're on the
I know,
last
but you
episode and
say your name.
you messed it up already.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Welcome to the EC cast. I'm your co-host Charlie.
And I'm the other co-host, Ethan.
Where we just talk about anything that comes to our minds and what is going on today.
Well, we made it. We made it to the end. It's both a sad day and a happy day. You know, we've come so far, and yet there's still so much more we can do, and probably will still do. But this marks the end of an era. This is our last. This might not be our last episode ever, but it will be our last episode on Spotify. So yeah,
Oh yeah, the last episode on Spotify. We want to
yeah,
go nomads with it
mm,
because Spotify they're just holding us down
I
too
know.
much restriction.
Because there's so much more we can do on other platforms. Even not confirming this at all, just ideas. We may even do live episodes. You know, stream it on Twitch or do YouTube live. Again, just an idea, but
We're
things like that.
totally not taking it off Spotify because our budget ran out.
Yeah,
So there's nothing to do with the budget and us not wanting to sink any more money into this than we. Wait, how much does all this cost
I
so far?
mean, we,
I tell people it's about
jeez,
200 to 400 because I have no clue.
we'd have to think like so. You have
Like
this.
what counts? Is getting food in Sydney counts? Like
I think what it costs to actually make it. What you see on camera is what we count. What you had to do to get stuff on camera is what we count, I reckon. So
so
obviously,
then the food counts.
only in those couple
Why is that a
episodes where it was.
bubble?
What was that?
Did you see that bubble?
Yeah, I saw the thumbs up thing. Oh, I don't know. Discord's weird. Um. Uh. Yeah. So we'd count the $70 for the distribution. Okay, that's. I know that's you doing it
Oh,
now.
it's there again.
Yeah, you're so funny. Definitely not you doing that.
It's
Um.
not. Okay, look. Okay, I'll do this. Continue talking. Continue. Just do what you're doing. I'm like, just do what you're doing. Do what you're doing.
$70 ish for the.
Like,
Seeing if it's triggered. I don't know what it's doing.
all right,
I'm
for
losing my
those
mind.
listening, there's this weird thing popping up. Ethan, just keep your hands on the desk. Let's see what happens then. Just continue talking. For everyone who's listening, a weird bubble pops up. Ethan, let's just continue with the episode.
Alright, so we got $70 for distribution, and from what I remember, I think we spent like $10 at McDonald's in that episode in season one with Vaughn. And then we spent like another 20 when we did the food review with Cooper in the portable
Oh
studio.
yeah, but he bought some of that. He bought like let's say 15
We'll
because he bought
yeah, we'll still count.
something. Yeah,
All right.
conservative estimate doesn't make me feel as bad.
And then do we count fuel costs too if we drove places?
No, because I don't know how much that is.
You know. I think that's it for season one. Yeah, because everything else was free. And season two, what do we do? Season two.
Oh, it was a subscription for SoundCloud.
I already put that in. That was the
Okay,
seventy
yeah, yeah.
bucks. Yeah, because that was a yearly thing.
Then season two, we had
Yeah.
what do you think? Nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Beast, fake Mr.
Now that's
Beast.
season
That
three.
was forty
Already
five
forgetting
dollars.
where you are. Oh no, yeah,
No,
yeah,
no,
the
no, but
cameo, the
that video
cameo.
came out in season two.
Yeah, so
That was $45.
45 bucks for that.
Forty
Plus,
five. You still
we
owe me
did some
five
more. We
bucks.
did a KFC review. No, what are you going on about? We did the
Oh yeah,
KFC
we
review.
did. That's like
Another
ten
10,
bucks,
another
eight
10 there.
bucks.
All right, then we get to oh, what else? What else do we do season
Oh,
2? I don't even remember. What? I need to
like
look at the episode list. I don't even remember anymore now.
season two
I'm just in
fell
like
off.
yeah, I don't even know where I am right now. What do we
Yeah,
do? What do we do? Oh, okay. We did like the chimp invasion stuff and
that's
fast and the
nothing.
tier lists. Yeah. So it just goes straight to season 3,
Season
which
three,
means
yeah.
it goes straight to Sydney CBD. Now, we've got to think about because we're cheapskates, we took the train, so it's about $4 using Opal cards. So we'll add
Mm-hmm.
our total. So let's do 8 for a
And
round trip.
Vaughn filmed
Okay, yeah,
also.
we'll do $12
We needed him there.
plus. Hmm. Oh, how much did the
Don't,
Sydney Tower cost?
dude. That was like a rip off. That was like what, 30, $40
I think it was 30 a person, so we'll
per
do
person.
90.
No, it was like 35.
Alright, I'll add another
Got ripped
15.
off up there.
Oh man. And then wha-
Um,
what else
the,
did?
oh, the mustaches.
Oh, true. So what, like $5?
Yeah.
Alright, $5.
Actually, I have them. No, I don't have them. I do have them here, but I don't have the price tag.
All right.
If anyone wants fake mustaches and you know me, just ask me because I don't need them.
And then did you buy anything for the finale?
Yeah, I bought the cap, the bowl cap.
That's right. Well, how much was that? Like 30?
Like 26, 30, yeah.
Yeah, we'll just do 30. All right. So I think if we've done it right, in total in this podcast we spent about $300.
Oh,
That's not bad.
that's $300 over a year though. That's a pretty cheap hobby.
Yeah, that's actually not that bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Ah,
Uh,
like there's just so much to talk about. Like if we're going like behind the scenes, like there's so many.
behind the scenes.
Oh my
How about,
gosh, I've got so many
do you want to
things appearing on my
take back
screen.
where it started or go questions?
Well, we'll see. Do we even have a question about how it started, or
Uh,
did someone ask that?
yeah, okay, yeah.
Because we did put some stories up and got people to
Yeah,
ask
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Yeah, how did it start?
Well, there we go. All right. Well, you can
Yeah.
go.
Um,
You remember?
it was a night at church, and I mentioned how I've always wanted to be do some sort of
Mm.
podcast or something. And Ethan was like, "Yeah, you'd be pretty good at that." Then he started looking at me like, "Hey, you want to do it with me?" I was like, "All right." And that's really it. There wasn't a plan. There
No.
was no real commitment. It was just that.
Yeah. And then I remember the next week at church. Then that's when I made the logo, and then we made the account, started messaging Joe Rogan
Yeah.
and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, the week after that, because I had a headache the next
Yeah.
week.
And then did we film the pilot the same night?
We filmed the pilot the same night we made that Joe Rogan joke.
Yeah.
We started
Which
the
is
beef with Joe Rogan.
yeah, it's the exact same thing. Pretty sure. Yeah, man. It feels like forever ago. It was only 1 year ago. Oh my gosh. Don't shit
Only a
myself.
year.
Yeah,
You cut out. Talk?
man, that's crazy. It's only been a
Okay, I
year.
can hear you, yeah. It's only been
Wow.
1 year. And then, yeah, so then after that, we started bringing friends on.
Hmm.
We hit a pretty good stride. Then, good finale with Bigfoot.
Yeah, that was fun. I think that's why a lot of people liked it. You know that we did something different. You know, we actually incorporated video into it a bit more, and yeah,
Yeah,
it's good.
that because that's the thing that I say there's no plan. That was the main plan I had though, is I wanted to incorporate video
Yeah,
with podcast. But the reason why people don't do that, and it struck me, is that it's a podcast, and usually you're doing something when you're listening to a podcast. They can't actually watch
Yeah,
it.
but it still worked because a lot of people liked it, and I think that's why it was good that we
Mm.
had no plan initially in that first season, first 2 seasons, because in the end, being more spontaneous is what made it more entertaining. Really, I think.
Until we hit like the second season there. Well, midway through the second season.
Even then, it was only really just because we were trying to drag things on, but the episodes were still
Yeah.
good. There's
Trying
still
to
some
make
good episodes in there.
there were some, but most weren't. Like trying to make an hour-long episode about talking about M&Ms. Like,
Yeah, I
yeah.
think I think you're
Um.
given season 2 a bit of a hard time though. I don't think there's any bad episodes. It's just some weaker episodes. Just
Mm.
doesn't hit as hard. You know?
Then,
Mm.
yeah. Then we hit season 3.
Big comeback.
Best season ever. Best season. There was that one pyramid episode.
I don't know if we talked about
That
that.
wasn't the pyramid one.
We're legally not allowed to discuss that episode. The government's informed us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Apart from that and the beauty one,
That one was
that
okay.
was
That one
supposed
was
to be really
just
good.
it just
That,
fell apart. This has made it funny.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apart from that, everything in there slapped.
I know.
But I do have a question here. Um, where is it? Why did season 2 we kind of fell off midway though?
Mate, if the viewers don't like it, then they don't.
No, sorry, no,
listen.
no, sorry, that's not it. It says, why did season 2 we kind of fell off mid though?
How old was the person that wrote this? Are they even in primary school? If
I
so,
know,
you probably
man.
shouldn't even be watching the EC cast or listening.
Oh, gosh, imagine if someone's like under the age of 10 watching EC cast. They're gonna be messed up for the rest of their life, honestly.
Yeah, if you're
That should
thinking
be
the
a
way
crime.
if you're thinking the way we think, you should not be in society. I shouldn't even be in
It should be a
society.
crime to let a child under the age of 10 watch this. Yeah, it did fall off.
Yeah,
Kinda.
like I was saying, if people don't vibe with it, then it's not gonna happen. It's just, and again, I think that's where we weren't just dragging out the episode length, we're also dragging out that sort of no plan attitude, where we
Yeah.
literally had no plan. We'll get guests in like 30 minutes before episodes start and things like that. And it just
Actually, second episode, the day of, I was like, hey, Elijah, like that same morning, you want to be on a podcast? He
yeah.
was like,
Which one was that one?
sure.
Was that the big
That
brain
was the
one?
second. Well, that was the first episode ever. First
Oh, I
one
thought
ever.
you meant season 2.
Yeah, no. Season 1 after the pilot.
Yeah, I remember that. Like that episode was
Yeah.
good, but like it was so last minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't even like
Season.
in my house. I was like in a holiday house, just trying to do it like in a makeshift
Yeah.
room.
Oh no, it's funny because as the quality, because in season 2 the quality was better with the audio and everything.
Yeah,
Everything was worse. It's like, well, obviously content matters more than quality.
Exactly.
That's the one thing I've learned.
yeah,
Yeah, it just fell off. Season 2 just fell off because we had no plan for the episodes. I was just throwing crap to the wall,
yeah.
my ideas, because the way it kind of worked, I was the ideas guy. Like, for the whole thing, for
Yeah.
most of it, I was the ideas guy. Then Ethan was the guy doing all the grunt work behind the scenes, and I just went on a creative frenzy.
You just got burnt out a bit by the end.
I'm not burnt out. I was just throwing crap at the wall.
No, but you know what I
watching
mean.
it,
Like
and-
you just losing momentum. I mean, we had some good ones. I quite liked how we ended season 2. Like when we did the tier list episodes and then the AI episode
Yeah,
with
the
Larry.
tier list
That was
was
funny. That was good. But
Mm,
yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, there was some of those ones in the
Next.
middle.
Next question. How long did it take to make the vids?
I mean,
So
it
like the
depends.
skits and that.
Depends which ones. The shortest one was the Bigfoot one. We did that one in like one afternoon. That was done easy. That was probably the
Oh gosh,
that's
those
pro-
days.
that's probably the most fun one to make. Honestly, like not saying I didn't enjoy the other ones, but like because it was just so much simpler and we're just going with it. It was easy.
Like no work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then the longest one was the Sydney one.
Yeah. Yeah, because even though it's an
That
episode, it
that
counts as a
took,
skit. Like that's a full length video.
well, it's not a skit,
It's a
sorry,
I
it
know,
was a
yeah,
video though.
full length vlog video. Like that one took a while. That one I spent like probably I actually didn't spend that long on it, but in total, the total time I probably spent on it was about like
Man hours,
six
but that's
6 7
three
hours.
people
Like,
doing a full working day on top of then Ethan doing editing.
well, that's true. If we include production plus post production, then yeah, it's probably like a
Yeah.
day's worth of work. Yeah, 24 hours.
Well, no more, because that was 3 men work, like full day work.
Yeah, we were
It
there.
was like
Yeah, because
what we
how long were
well
we
there
there
were like
for?
10,
Yeah, and we left at
and
like
we were
four,
there. Then we left at like
five, 4 or 5 or
5.
something. Yeah,
Yeah, 5. Yeah.
yeah.
There's actually a funny story about that though, because we went to the park because we
Oh,
thought, oh, it'll be nice and
that's right.
peaceful in the park. Then when we get there, then there's just protesters in the park.
Yeah, there's a lot of Palestinian protesters there. And we're like, well, probably not a good idea to, film anything there.
Because it
Mm.
looks like we're doing a political thing.
Yeah.
So we go, think. How do we get more content? How do we close it off? Because keep in mind, at that point, we only had about like 10 minutes of content.
If even that, because the
Oh,
Sydney,
no, not 10 minutes. Sorry, no, we had a bit more. But we needed to close off the podcast
Yeah.
somewhere.
and then we just looked
Because that
up.
was a full working day for only 15 minutes. Or only about 20 minutes
Well,
of raw video.
the only-
15
yeah.
minutes of actual video.
Yeah, because a lot of it wasn't usable. It's just us walking around.
Yeah.
But then we just looked
Oh,
up.
okay, yeah, more than 20.
But then we just looked up, and we just see the Sydney Tower, and we just go, "Oh yeah, we're going up the tower."
Yeah.
That's where we did that
You
little
look
clip
up
I
on your
added in it.
phone,
We're going up the tower.
and then it turns out on your phone you looked it up. It was like, oh, it's only about $20 to get in. Bruh, $30,
They lied.
36, 40 something.
They lied. We got scammed.
Either way, good way to close off a video.
Mm.
But as we were walking towards the tower, we crossed the road. Well, no, we take a turn right as the protesters cross the road. So then we're in the front of the protest, and it looks like we're marching with them.
Yeah, that was a bit hairy.
Yeah, I kept my head down for that one. Yeah,
Mm.
so basically, in the final skit, it should have taken less time, but there was a big storm.
Yeah, but it set the
Had
mood
slowed
better.
down.
I liked it. But yeah,
So, I don't know, 5 hours
Yeah.
recording.
that one
Yeah.
took about the same amount of time to edit too, putting the clips together. Even though it looks dodgy, I did that on purpose because there's only so much you can do when you put green pieces of paper on your windscreens, and so you can see the
And then you have
divide.
the lines.
Yeah, the divide between them. So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna put in that much effort just to make it look good if you can see the lines anyway. So just
I'm banging my shin right now.
oh yeah, the
This is a
shin.
clip.
Oh. Yeah,
Because behind
yeah.
the scenes, I
Yeah,
threw like a roundhouse kick. Then Ethan blocked it with his leg, and our shins collided. The bones just bang.
Well, actually, that clip is in the fight. I just cut it out from our reaction.
Yeah.
Like it cuts and it goes to the next shot, but
Yeah,
it's in there. That first
Yeah,
like 10
that-
seconds.
I-
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Next question.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, let's go through them a bit fast, so I don't want to bore people too much.
Yeah, of course. Quick fire. Let's go.
Was it hard getting people to talk in the city?
Yes. You just had to know, like, it was hard to know who to ask, but at the end of the day, you just have to go for it and just ask people until you find someone.
On average, if it's a group of 2, go after those. If you're wanting to do something like that yourself, if it's 2 people, go up to those two people yourself.
Yeah.
Like, with one person. Because otherwise, it's just if you're by yourself, people don't want to say
Mm.
like if you're by yourself and someone walks up to you and say, "Oh, you want to be in a video?" It's like,
Yeah, we
if
only
it's
have
two
one
people,
person.
you're more likely.
Yeah, we only had one person who was by themselves join, which is that
Yeah, one
that
Mike,
yeah, Mike, the dude that Vaughn talked to when we were
not
sitting with the
not
chairs.
not our Mike,
Yeah, different
some other
Mike.
Mike,
Yeah,
old
American
dude,
Mike.
oh well, not old, but
He
like
was awesome. He was good.
yeah, love them. Shout out to Mike, and shout out to everyone
Mm,
in the city one that we interviewed. Everyone that we interviewed was super chill.
I know. It's good.
Yeah, I didn't get punched. I thought I was, but
Hey, you got to know where to look
if
if
you're
you want to get
kind,
punched.
they're kind back. What was the hardest thing to do on a podcast? Get people in a city to talk.
Yeah, that and probably also actually make stuff that you know people actually want to listen to on our podcast, which is why season 2 was a bit mid. Like
Yeah.
we weren't not trying. It was just hard to know what we needed to change. Really.
Getting
Yeah.
people to upload on a Reddit.
Oh, yeah. We never even got close to getting people. Like
Got
one person,
one post.
one post. That was it.
Well, there were 3 posts on there. 2 of those are ours, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're like your alt account or something.
Old account. I didn't put one on my alt account.
I don't know.
I don't have a Reddit account. No.
I don't know, man.
Oh, well, we can pull it up if you want.
I'm not pulling it up now. No.
Oh, it's the
gonna be
last one, mate.
It's not gonna be any different. Oh, you pull it up then.
I don't have a Reddit account though. Just pull it up on your phone.
Pull it up on my phone. Yeah, sure.
And if there's anything on there, just pull it up on a computer while I grab the other question.
Alright, yeah, you do that. What was our thing called again?
What other thing?
Our server.
Our server, it's linked on the Insta.
Is it? I didn't.
Okay. I got one got another one. How did you organize guests to appear on your show?
Well, you can start that off. I'm just looking at it up.
We message people we know and say, hey, you free like this day or this day. Usually it was filmed on Sunday night actually. So hey, you free to do a podcast and you want to be on it? That's literally it. And then usually you get people pulling out like last minute saying, "Oh hey, can we push it back an hour?" And it's like no. So then that's where other people come in, or just no one comes in, and then we're doing something with just us two. I think I encapsulated that pretty well.
Yeah. Think so.
Has anyone posted on there?
I have to check. It's still loading. But
No.
yeah. Did you? Yeah.
Anything
Yeah.
else?
Getting guests on wasn't that hard. It was just always being prepared for someone to say no because there were a lot of people that did say no, respectfully. Yeah. Not really much to add
Shout
to
out
that.
to all the guests.
Mm,
Wasn't possible without you.
exactly.
Have you seen Turks in Space yet?
Man, real
After
fan
the,
right there. I don't know about that.
Yeah. Okay. So you go back to the old media video. Someone asked about Turks in Space. I for one haven't seen it yet.
I haven't either. That's. I probably should. Like, what was the premise again? I don't remember.
A Turkish family moves to space or something like that.
Man. Yeah. So it was like something to do with like the president too, wasn't it?
President?
Something like
I
that.
don't know, man. It was a sequel. I remember that.
Hmm.
That's
That's right.
The rating on IMDb is like a 1 or something. Whoever said that, your movie that you're suggesting, everyone else says it sucks. So that's why I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, there's only one post, which is that same one, just
Oh yeah.
me in a beanie, which is something unrelated from the
What does it
EC
say?
cast. It says me when I meet Emra instead of the goat Charlie. Yeah. Yeah, the photo is unrelated to the EC cast. I know exactly what it's
Yeah.
from, but no one that watches the EC cast would know.
Not
Yeah.
even I know.
No, you don't even know. Unless you follow me on Instagram.
I don't know. I might have seen it. I just kind of, whenever people post a lot of photos, I just kind of like it and move on. I don't
Wow.
bother doing this.
You're one of those people. No, I appreciate every photo. Every second of it.
Is it true that Joe Rogan sued you?
I mean,
We're unveiling the curtain here in this episode.
yeah.
There might have been some rumors that went around, and no, it's not true.
No. In reality, I'd be surprised if Joe even knew what the EC cast was because
I'd be surprised. Yeah, everyone, just send this episode to Joe.
just so he has no idea what's going on until he watches our whole catalog and goes, okay.
Oh, hey Jamie, bring him on the show.
Jamie, pull up the EC cast. Let's bring him on. The experience.
Jamie, pull up that gnome sighting.
Hmm.
Jamie, pull up Grogan.
Jamie, pull up Celestial Joe Rogan.
Jamie, pull up the alternate timeline.
Man. Alright, next question. Let's go. Come on.
No, Jamie, pull up the next question. You have to say it.
Jamie, pull up the next question.
Alright, I got it here, Joe. How did you come up with the lore behind the EC cast?
Well, I mean, we went through a lot of drafts.
Ethan.
No, I know.
Ethan, I'm just gonna say we don't
I know.
talk about the film that we got it from because that would spoil that movie.
We did get inspiration from a lot of films. Ended up changing what the films were just because we didn't want to spoil the premise of those said films. But we ended up settling on a couple of different things. One of them was American Psycho. So if you've watched that, no, that's different.
Don't talk about the other one.
I'm not,
that we were
because
gonna
it's
do
not.
on.
It's
Okay,
not even
good,
in it.
Good.
I'm
I
not
don't
saying it.
wanna spoil it.
I'm not saying it. But
Okay.
if you watched American Psycho, and you know the famous meme, "Why isn't it possible? It's just nuts." We did our own little bit on that at the end of the
Yeah.
finale, and yeah, so we just wanted to incorporate, kind of the pop culture we sort of associated ourselves with during the EC cast, and yeah. But yeah, we
The
went.
Sigma Male movies.
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily call them that personally, but you do you. You know,
Patrick Bateman is a Sigma though. You know how much mewing he does? Have you seen his jawline?
there's a bunch of other things
You
I
know what
can say.
mewing is? Mewing.
You don't know how to mew, bro.
I prove it from my nose, bro. Mewing. I'm mewing, bro. Yeah. So we just took inspiration from probably some of the best films ever made.
Yeah.
One of them definitely is, but I'm not mentioning that.
Mm. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we did spend a lot of very long Discord calls going through them and going like, how are we gonna do this? We want to make a story that like should never have even entered the EC cast, but we do it anyway because that's what we wanted to do and it's funny, and it ended up working out well. What we got.
Yet again, combining that idea of video and podcast, where you have the skits that go along with the podcast.
Exactly.
Which, yeah, I mean, video episodes don't really work as well. Like by that, I mean episodes where
No.
you really have to watch what's going on. But where you have a skit and it ties into an episode, like what we did with Bigfoot,
Yeah.
that works out pretty well for anyone
Yeah.
listening. But just make sure the skit's short.
Yeah.
And we failed on that front.
I mean, like we kind of figured that when we're doing the finale, but at the end of the day, like we just wanted to get that story across, and you couldn't really do that with just audio. So we kind of had to just bite the bullet and just go with a video episode. And
Yeah.
we still got our point across, and now we're doing this one, which is kind of really the final straw in it, but it's kind of
The story
outside
for that
this.
actually changed
Oh, it changed so many times.
halfway through though. But when we were recording, I was like, hold up. It's probably just lame
Hmm.
if he finds out everything's just spoiler fake. Well, let's have a resolution at the end.
Yeah, and even like some of the other versions, like the versions where like I kill Charlie or
Ah,
things like that, like
or like
s-
I died at the beginning
yeah,
of the podcast and
like
he's
so
living on
yeah, it's
with
like
the
a
grief.
coping mechanism. I make a podcast. It's like so creepy.
It's still dark. It's still very dark.
I know, but like that's why we kind of had the end part where it's like, oh no, they do start a podcast anyway, but like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
still
And
still
yeah.
weird. Yeah.
And we didn't do that to leave it open, by the way. We didn't want to leave it like that wasn't the point.
Hmm. It was just
No,
to
it's
resolve it.
if
Just
it
so
looks that way,
yeah,
it looks that way.
yeah,
Result of last minute script change.
yeah. That was just to resolve it instead of it being like just gonna be depressed and maybe suicidal or something. I don't know. It's gonna go down a rabbit hole of spiraling out of control and whatever. Anyway, got any more questions?
Anything else? Do we have any more?
Did you write?
Did I miss any?
No.
Let me check.
All right. Well, I got
Jimmy,
some of the other ones.
pull up.
I've got some other ones I can pull
Question.
up. Don't worry. Just wait. Just wait. All right. All right. All right.
I went over all the Insta ones.
Yeah. Okay. So that is it, man. All right. Why don't we make our own thing? Why don't we just finish this off by talking about
Okay.
maybe like what we found the hardest thing to do behind what you see on screen. Why don't we do that?
Hardest thing behind. Well, talking to people on the street, but that's kind of in front of the screen,
Yeah.
in front of the camera. So I would say, just both of us working together. I'm very much wanting to do things one way, very weird. And Ethan's more of a concrete guy.
Yeah. But in a way, that's what made season 3 work. We're kind of blending things rather than
Yeah,
just like
it did work.
clashing.
There,
Yeah. Not that we had any conflict of interest. It's just it was harder to get good ideas out. So, yeah.
Getting people to watch it. I still don't know how many viewers we had on the last season because I just stopped checking.
Oh, we had a pretty decent run. Like we got some good views.
Did we?
Yeah.
What was it? What were the numbers?
Um,
Can we pull them up?
we pretty much averaged the same that we had season 1. So like we're getting at least like 12 to 15 individual people watching
Really?
it, watching episodes, which is what we had
Because
season 1.
season 2 we fell off and it was only 6 people.
Yeah, we're getting about 6 to 8 people per episode.
And then you always
Yeah.
had like 1 or 2 people on SoundCloud.
No, I didn't even check the SoundCloud stats.
Yeah.
It's just yeah.
Yeah. Is it still linked on our SoundCloud?
I don't even know if it is. No,
Maybe
it's
good to
not.
still link that.
I
I
mean,
don't want to lose the SoundCloud.
it'll still exist. That's the thing. Like, even if this is the last episode we'll have under our subscription,
Yeah, no, but I don't
it's
want to
not.
lose where it is. I don't want to forget, like, if I have the link to it.
Yeah, we'll add it later. We'll add it after this one.
And we also got to add the links on our YouTube to our actual podcast. So if years later people find just the YouTube
Yeah.
and they just see like 3 episodes, I know the rest of it is on Spotify.
Yeah. Yeah. Man.
Yeah, getting people to listen to season 2 was hard.
Yeah.
Drumming up attention was hard. Sometimes people just don't care as much as you think, but then they do because whenever they see you, it was so funny because people that I vaguely know would be like, "Hey, you've got that podcast going on, don't you?"
Yeah.
I'm like, I do.
It's
not
kind of
that
the
great,
reason we
but
made it.
I do.
It's like that's what you're kind of known for a bit. Which is good. That's what we wanted.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because people I barely even know, like, "Hey, I watched your podcast." Oh, okay.
So you're a psycho, is
They
what
know.
you're saying.
yeah, like my family's always like, oh yeah, Charlie does this podcast. You should ask him about it. I'm like, no, no,
Wait,
no,
wait,
no,
wait, wait,
no,
wait, wait, wait.
wait. Oh,
Yeah.
there was something else I was going to mention. Do you say what you want to say? Because I can tell you want to say something.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably, yeah, getting people to listen and watch was probably, yeah, probably one of the hardest things. I'd agree with that. Like, even with my parents, like, they started watching it, like, randomly, and, like, it was never, like, because I told them about it, they just found it. And, like, one time I just saw my dad, like, watching it on the TV. Like, before we had video, like, he just had, like, the audio, like, he had Spotify on the TV and he was just, like, listening to it on his TV speakers, alright,
Oh,
like that. But yeah, I think the other thing, which it's similar to this, but promoting it. Like the hardest thing is to understand how Instagram sort of pushes forward your content if you're trying to get to people that don't actually follow you. And it was really annoying because you can tell exactly the type of content that's popular in terms of the podcasts, and it's really hard to make that without sort of emphasizing this kind of stuff we like making. So like we'd put up
or
the Sigma
putting,
edits, and they'd get like 400 views, and then we do something that actually properly promotes our content, and it gets like barely 100 views.
yeah, the people who liked the Sigma edit of Patrick Bateman, and half these people just don't even follow the podcast. So I'm
No,
like, why would you like something about a podcast
no,
you
I
don't
don't
even
know.
follow?
I don't know, man. We did like four different ones, and they all got the same thing. They all popped
It's
off.
like only
It was 80%
no, we had
non-followers.
two memes with the perfect girl, like American Psycho, perfect girl. So stuff, you know, song.
Yeah.
And then we had the Sigma male versus like the Giga Chad meme, yeah, versus.
You had two of those, and then you had the little cousin one. This is similar.
Oh no, yeah, that's one of the Patrick Bateman ones.
No. Oh yeah, that was like the live recreation of it. Yeah.
That was actually a pretty good meme.
Yeah.
I wish I had a raw video of that. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah. I mean, as hard as it was to do things
Edits.
sometimes, I think the things we enjoyed about it outweighed what we didn't enjoy as much.
Yeah. Some of the edits, so put too much work in them for them to only get like
I know.
very little recognition for something that should soar through the algorithm.
Yeah.
Or not doing nothing that would have soared through the algorithm would be uploading clips of like drama or something. Like I say something super controversial. Ooh, we didn't want to go down that road.
Yeah, it wasn't our thing. Yeah. And we're not
I
that
just thought
controversial anyway, like if you think about it.
yeah, yeah, we didn't want to be too controversial on this show.
The most
Even though I just thought of doing that, it's like nah, still don't want to be controversial.
yeah, the most controversial we got was making fun of conspiracy theorists, and that was it. The rest of it was all just mind-numbing fun. It's just looking at Farm Simulator esports and whatnot.
And we found us in the future.
Us in the future. Which one was that one?
The esports one.
Oh right, yeah.
I'm pointing at those guys finding us. I'm like, hey, that's us.
Yeah, remember that. Yeah.
Something I did find out. There's actually on YouTube a podcast called the EC Cast that isn't us.
Yeah, there's a couple of them, but like one of them was like in Spanish or something. It's like what?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny. I listened to one of the episodes. It was funny. I had no idea what they were saying, but you know, wanted to listen, see what it was like.
Where is it? Oh yeah, here it is.
Yeah, pull it up. Share your screen. Let's go.
Jamie, pull up the EC Cast.
Pull up the EC Cast European version.
This year.
Yep, that's the one. El fin de ese podcast. Actually, yeah, what language is that? Oh, Mexico. Okay, they're Mexican.
You mean Spanish?
It says Mexico.
Okay, yeah, but the language they speak is Spanish, isn't it?
I just said
In
Spanish. This
Mexico.
probably wasn't even Spanish.
But that's what they speak in Mexico, I think.
No, they speak something different. It's like
Dude, he's
Latin
spitting
American, I think.
facts.
I think they speak Latin
You're spitting
American.
facts.
Put the captions on.
Did
You
you
better
hear
read
that?
it. Yes, full screen it. Go play it. Well, you got to change the language.
I can't.
Yes, you can. Right click it.
Okay. What
There you
did it
go.
say?
Oh, it is
Wait.
Spanish. Okay, it's right there. The subtitle. Go to
Hmm? What?
no. Well, you right click it.
Copy. Right click. I
No,
did.
no. Do settings then. Go settings. Okay, subtitles.
Quality, play subtitles.
Click it. Oh, what? Oh, you auto translate. Yeah, do that. Now go to English. There you go.
Because it's not giving. I mean, this is Spotify fart. It's
Spotify
not
farts?
monetized.
They want to monetize Spotify farts? What even is a Spotify fart?
Is this the same guy on TV? No, it's not.
No,
Different dude.
I don't even know how to react to that, man.
Like, I'll see how it feels and how he's comfortable doing, but I don't blame him. Okay, this is a sad one. I think it's the last one I made. Hey.
Wow. Yeah, I think it
Well,
is.
okay. Just one more clip. Just one more clip.
I think that's probably talking about their podcast doesn't make them any money.
Immediately make you leave is very limited and very. Okay, this guy's just been sad. I don't want to listen to that.
He's just talking about how he's sad that he doesn't make any money off the podcast. Yeah, neither do we. We lost $300 in
No.
a year.
Okay, should we log on to the EC Cards account and comment on one of these episodes?
Yes, do it. We're doing this. The last thing we do.
The last thing we do.
Sign in.
I don't want to log in. Okay, I'll have to close the stream to sign in because I don't want to give away all of our passwords.
Nah, give away our
If someone
passwords.
hacks our account and deletes everything we made, you know what I'm saying?
Give away our passwords. Do it.
Oh crap! What were the logins again?
You don't remember the password?
No, I do have it. It's just taken some time to get onto the email.
Well then. Alright.
Continue talking, Ethan. Talk about something else.
I mean, I don't know what else there is really to talk about. Like, I think this might be it, man. I think this is the time where we farewell Spotify.
This is our last move, is it?
Our last move in terms of our main content. Yeah, so we'll still do one-off episodes every now and then. We'll still decide what kind of format we want to do. It'll be YouTube. They'll be uploaded to primarily. But yeah, you know, we're open to other things. And it'll be a lot less regular than it has been for a season. It'll be more like, you know, once every couple of months maybe if we feel like making one. It's just purely just we don't want to stick to a schedule because we've got a lot of things going on in our lives and we don't necessarily have the time to put in that much effort that we did, especially for season 3 when we ramped it up a bit more.
One-off episodes if you're lucky. If you're very lucky, very lucky, could make a return in like a year. Unlikely.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
But could happen.
I wouldn't say that, but yeah, maybe a one-off.
Don't bet the house on it.
Don't bet your house on it, but you know, possible season 4 one day. I don't know, maybe a short one. Probably wouldn't do a full one, but you know, maybe like a 5-episode season or something. Something to get it going again. I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, we could keep it alive until you graduate.
That's 4 years away, Charlie. I'm doing a double degree.
Yeah, I know. Tell people what you're doing.
Tell people what I'm doing.
I'm sure they want to know.
You want me to start plugging my life?
Okay, don't plug your.
No, no, I'll do. No, no, I'll do it now. Then I'll do it then. Because a lot of people that already do follow this podcast probably do know it anyway. But if you don't, you're not in for a surprise. It's nothing amazing, but you know, it could be.
Hey, Ethan. Just send me the password because apparently it was changed 7 days ago.
Yeah, because it wasn't working, I had to change it. I didn't actually change it. I just like changed one character, but yeah, I'll send it to you.
Okay, can you just? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you don't know me, I am just a first year uni student, and
You haven't started yet, have you?
I start on Monday. Yeah, so about to be a first year
Monday.
uni student. Also like making music. I've got a band that hasn't started yet, like up and coming. We're still getting stuff sorted out and starting to make music. But yeah, that's also going to be a thing. So if you know me, you might see it on my profile. Link to that. Um, Other than that, I do sport,
Link
do
what
some
you link
triathlons.
your Ethan. Link
Yeah,
your band on the EC Insta.
yeah. I mean, I don't really want
I'm
to do it
sure you
because
want to give it a good.
hasn't started yet. It's not really set in stone
Give
yet.
it.
But
Okay. Well, when it starts, when your
yeah,
first piece of music comes out,
yeah.
make a post. Can you send me the?
But yeah, that's pretty much my life outside of this, and yeah, that's pretty much what I'm gonna be doing. And I'm not doing the EC cast now. But why don't you keep talking while I get the password? I've said my
Alright,
bit.
keep talking. What am I gonna do?
I don't know, man.
I'm just studying at TAFE. I'm just doing IT. Uh, got some stuff down the pipeline in terms of internet, making stuff on the internet.
Oh yeah, should plug
Where
your
that
channel.
stuff's gonna go and whether you're gonna find out. Look, I might make a post on the ECcast account about it. I'll see, but I don't know if I will just yet. Or just yet. If you know me, you can ask me about it, or if you just want to DM the podcast on Insta to find out what it is, I might let you know. If I don't know you, I might let you know. If I know you, I'll let you know. But yeah, just doing that. Just going to church, doing all of that.
Oh man. All right. Well, that's kind of behind the scenes because I'll leave this episode raw pretty much.
What I will say, Son of Man did not come to be served, but servant to give his life a ransom for many. No, I mean that. That's not a joke.
Hmm. What does Jesus say about mewing?
Pro mewing, but yeah. For God so loved the world, they gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have eternal life. I think I want to leave it there.
That's a good message to leave it with. We well, at least we try to be Christian, and yeah, that's probably a good place to leave it. So yeah, well there you go. So with that being said, thank you for all your support over the last year. Whether you watched, listened, watched the reel, liked the post,
Been a guest,
been a guest,
especially to the guests.
or even people that just pretended to like our stuff and just told us you liked it, we don't care. It's still support, it still helps, it still was an experience for us.
Whether you started listening yesterday, at the start, in the middle, or you're finding this now 5 years later.
It all contributes.
If you are, drop a comment.
Yeah, shout out to all my people in 2028 and 2029. You're the real homies. Yeah. With that being said, this is the EC cast. Cue
For
the
last time.
cue the crappy theme music I made at the beginning of
See ya.
season 3.
Yeah.
You ruined it. I had the click.
Couldn't hear it.
Where does it work? Okay, I heard that one. Alright, why don't we both do it at the same time? Doesn't matter if it gets heard. Ready? 3, 2, 1. I love how it wasn't even on sync. But man, that's it.
That's it. Still recording.
Yep, I'm just gonna stare at the camera until it becomes too awkward.
No one's gonna click on it now. They're gonna say, want me to watch a 3-hour podcast? Remember to read all the rules of this subreddit before posting. Read it, 200 of them. Oh man, 200 rules before I can post on cute dogs or something. /cute dogs.
Alright, I'm done. What is that?
That's not me. My hands wanted it.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what we're playing for!